man, it's hard to believe that it's already the 20th of October. This month just seems like it's flying right by. Had this incredible scene behind me here in the hills this morning, so I figured it'd be a good time to put together the vlog video. We had a really nice wind and rain event come through most of Ohio yesterday, followed by a pretty significant temp drop, so we decided to get aggressive this morning. Have not spent a lot of time out on the property, but I will say that over the last week or so, we've noticed an uptick in the buck activity. It kind of hit a little bit of a slow period where they weren't really spending a lot of time on the property, and when they were, it was in the middle of the night. But recently, they've been hitting the scrapes in daylight, closer to daylight, spending time in the food plot. We're getting a lot more activity, so figured with this temp swing, it was going to be a good time to get aggressive. Went right into the water hole and mock scrape location in the transition zone in the center part of the property. Ended up just seeing one young buck that cruised through about 7:30 in the morning, and then wanted to make sure that I got out of there before the thermals started rising, because while this was a nice weather front, I wanted to get aggressive. I didn't want to get foolish. I didn't want to get reckless. I wanted to make sure to still maintain the integrity of that property. So got aggressive for the early part of the morning, slipped out of there, headed back down now, checking some of the non-cell cameras on the way out of here along the access route, just to get some additional intel on what's going on the property. But nonetheless, it felt great to get back out in the stand in the morning. It's always a special time to be out on these October mornings, especially with views like this, the leaves changing colors, the nice mist that we have behind us here down in the valley. Just a really special time to be out in the woods. Now, as we transition into the 20s of October here, personally, going to be targeting a lot of scrapes. This is my favorite time of the year to be hunting scrapes. While I was hunting one this morning, I'm going to continue to target those throughout the remainder of this week into next week. I really enjoy targeting right now scrapes that are either in a transition zone like that I hunted this morning, or ones that are still pretty close to those bedding areas. I feel that for the next few days here, those are going to be my most effective targets. So I really like to craft a lot of my setups around those. And then as we kind of transition on, I'm going to start focusing on the scrapes that are next to the doe bedding areas. Anytime that I can get a target on those scrape locations, being on the downwind side of that doe bedding area, those are really good times and really what I'm looking for to strike. So those are kind of what I'm going to be focusing on pretty exclusively as I'm getting out and hunting here over the next 7 to 10 days. One of my favorite times to hunt for the entire season. I love when the activity picks up around scrapes, because you just truly never know when that moment is going to be the moment. So there's a lot of good times ahead, guys. If you have a scrape that you've been thinking about hunting, that you've been monitoring, keep an eye on that weather, keep an eye on the activity. If you're running cameras on it, it's about to be that time to go in there and get aggressive. So good luck if you do get out there and get a chance to hunt one of those spots you've been waiting to hunt for the entire season. Quick little update for the brand. We have a lot of content coming down the pipeline still, really focused around scrapes. So I talked about how I'm just hunting scrapes, also going to be making a lot of content around scrapes right now. We have a course coming out in the community that is going to be taking a deep dive on scrape hunting, setting up around scrapes on both public land and private land, different type of scrapes like what I had just talked about. Also have a YouTube video that is actually going to be released today. I'm just putting up the finishing touches of editing on it when I get back into the house this morning, so you can check that out as well. That's going to have some stand breakdowns, some differences between primary and secondary scrapes, and just trying to give a nice overview with some good visuals of my approach to scrape hunting. Also in the community, of course, we're going to continue to do our live Q&As. We just did one last Friday or Saturday, I believe it was. I think it was Saturday morning. Had a few guys on. We were jamming out again on scrapes. As you can tell, really love to talk about scrapes this time of the year. Upcoming, we're going to start transitioning into some of the pre-rut tactics, followed by the rut tactics to wrap up October. So a lot of good stuff to come. We're going to be covering a lot of things, maybe even looking at some maps, breaking down some pinch points, doing everything like that in the community. And then also recording this on October 20th. You have today through October 26th to join the community to be entered into the Rutcation giveaway if you're interested. That's a full package set up for you guys for your rut trips this year, set up for your Rutcation. So feel free. All you have to do is join the community and you're automatically entered into the drawing. If you refer anybody to the community and they join, they will also be entered into the drawing automatically. So be sure to check that out before October 26th. As we wrap up for the week, guys, just remember, we're only out here for a short period of time each and every fall. When you're trying to hunt a property smartly, you're only getting so many sits on it. And when you get a beautiful morning like I have here, just don't forget to enjoy it. As I said at the beginning of the video, hard to believe it's already October 20th. Season's going by so fast. The leaves are changing. The bucks are starting to follow along with those does. Before we know it, we're going to be in the middle of the full-blown rut, all day sits and just grinding it out. So just guys, remember, enjoy the season for what it has. Take those lessons from the tree stand, all of the experiences for what they are worth, and just enjoy every moment of this season and soak it up, because before you know it, we're going to be wrapping up the 2025-2026 season and planning for that 2026-2027 season. So guys, keep it real. Thanks for tuning in this week. Keep on hunting, and we will see you in the next one.